Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, and today I am a very happy boy, because Battle Region is officially out now in Japan, and that means that we know what all of these secret rare cards are. And I, for one, ladies and gentlemen, am absolutely delighted because these look absolutely amazing. Quick little side note here, these sparkling Pokemon are not secret rare cards, they are regularly numbered cards out of 67. We've got your Heatran, your Greninja and your Hawlucha. They are very cool cards. They are chase cards, but they are not actually numbered promos. There aren't any fancier versions. The regular sparkling Pokemon are as fancy as you get. So they're not secret rares, but they are worth mentioning at the start of the video just in case. So starting off then, we have got ourselves half a dozen character rares, and 3 of these were officially shown to us in advance. So we have the 2 Pokemon that are actually coming as a result of Legends Arceus, and those are Weirdeer and Cleaver. Weirdeer comes along here with Mai, and we see Cleaver coming in here with Leon, and if you've played Legends Arceus, you will recognise these characters, and if you haven't played Legends Arceus, might I suggest you do so? That game is absolutely phenomenal. We also were previously shown Chandelure with Chantel. I like Chandelure. Chandelure's always been a Pokemon I am extremely fond of, so it's nice that we're getting a character rare coming in here as well. But we do have 3 new character rares we need to have a little bit of a look at, including Roserade with Gardenia. And we've all been playing Gen 4 recently. Hopefully you played Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, another game pair of games I would highly recommend. And Gardenia, Roserade, that makes sense. Roserade's not a stunning card. 60 damage to the active and 60 damage to the bench if your opponent's active is affected by a special condition. It's fine, but I don't think it's going to set the world on fire. It's just a cool card. Now, we do have Mightyena coming in here with Sydney, and this is one that is going to be very, very popular. Not because Sydney's particularly popular. Sorry. He's one of the Hoenn Elite Four, Dark-type trainer, all of that. Hopefully you've played Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire at least. Another pair of games I highly recommend. And Mightyena is nuts. Like, genuinely nuts. Because if your opponent has any VMAXs in play, even if they're not active, you can attack for free, and you do 160 to them and 60 to you. This is enough to one-hit KO a Mew VMAX for 0 energy on a Stage 1 Pokemon. Yeah, people are going to love this, ladies and gentlemen. And then, by far the best one, you've got Hoot Hoot with Sage. And on the one hand, it makes me a little bit sad that Hoot Hoot has the generic trainer class. On the other hand, it's Higanosuke artwork, which I'm getting more and more of a fan of as the days go by, but it's not just that artist. It is one of the very best cards that one of the very best artists has ever produced. This is a phenomenal card, and then this is my chase card for the set. This is the card from Battle Region that I desperately want to get a hold of. This is awesome. The reason, incidentally, why it's Hoot Hoot and not Noctowl getting the character rare is because Hoot Hoot's got that great ability that stops energy from your bench Pokemon being discarded by your opponent's item or supporter cards. It's actually a really good playable card. It's basically a crushing hammer counter. It's really cool. But make no mistake about it, for me, this is all about the artwork, and I am delighted. Now, we are getting 2 character super rares. These are actually cards that we saw previously. There are only 2 of them, and these are Starmie V and Garchomp V, which does mean we have super clear scans of them, and that's rather lovely. And I don't think either of these are... Well, look, Garchomp is super interesting. That's the best I can say. Garchomp I really like, but it's way too expensive. For a Water 2 fighting and a colourless, you discard free energy and do 220 to one of your opponent's bench, which is incidentally enough to get a one-hit KO on almost any Pokemon V, but it's way too expensive. Starmie I like a lot more. Starmie's a cool card because 2 water energy, 50 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon, and water energy is not hard to accelerate at the moment. So you know what? I like Starmie. I also adore the artwork. I am not the only one that wants this Starmie card. Most people do. But man, I think artwork-wise, I still prefer Hoot Hoot. But I do love this Misty with Starmie. That is amazing. I would have never actually said, obviously, Garchomp is with Cynthia. Even if I didn't tell you, even if I didn't show you, you'd still know Garchomp was going to be coming in with Cynthia. That was always a little bit of a given. So with the character rares and character super rares out the way, what else do we have? Well, we've got a bunch of full art Pokemon V. In fact, we've got all 6 Pokemon V coming in as full arts. So Virizion V goes and gets itself a full art, doesn't get a character super rare, sorry about that. Has weirdly the same ability as Virizion EX. Pokemon with grass energy attached cannot be affected by special conditions. It's a cool card, but I don't think it's going to set the world on fire. We then have a full art version coming in of Starmie V. And again, I've already shown you the character super rare there. The full art is cool, but let's make no mistake about this. You want the character super rare. Everybody does. We've then got ourselves a full art of Hisuian Typhlosion V, which is cool because it's got a free attack. They're back now with Hisuian Pokemon. But honestly, you're just burning them. Free energy, 120, choose a random card from your opponent's hand, they shuffle it back into their deck. It's not exactly it's not a powerhouse card, I think is fair to say. Although the VMAX might be better, we'll get there in a minute. Hisuian Decidueye V also gets a full art. There are no alternate arts like we used to have. It is character, or sometimes have, it is character super rares or nothing here. There is no in between, so you're just getting full arts. So Hisuian Decidueye V does get itself a full art. You can search for any 2 cards from your deck for a single energy. Good, but you're then going to take a hit. Or for free energy, 100, not affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. Those are both nice reserve attacks. They are both nice attacks if you've got something else going on. Neither of them are really good enough as a reason to play the card. But there is a V-Star, we'll get there in a moment. And then Hisuian Samurott V comes along with a full art but no character rare, unfortunately. 1 energy, discard up to 2 Pokemon tools from your opponent's Pokemon. Free energy, 180, discard an energy. It's fine, but again, we're waiting for the V-Star here. None of these trio of Vs are particularly inspiring. Sorry. And then we've got ourselves a full art of Garchomp V, but we are way more interested in the character super rare, because Garchomp and Cynthia, they are rather happy. Now, I did mention the V-Star, so it is worth mentioning the V-Star here as well. You know the deal when it comes to V-Stars, they get rainbow rares and nothing else. So Hisuian Typhlosion V-Star goes and gets itself a rainbow rare. And this one, it's alright. For free energy, you do 180 and place 3 damage counters. But the V-Star power, and that's what I really like here, 1 energy. If your opponent's active Pokemon has exactly 4 damage counters on it, instant KO. That's good, ladies and gentlemen. That's very, very good. We've then got Hisuian Decidueye V-Star coming in here as well. And again, you've just got the rainbow rare version of it. Free energy, 160. You can discard up to 3 energy cards from your hand, dealing an extra 30 more for each one discarded. I like it. But free energy on a fighting Pokemon plus discarding up to 3 energy from your hand, you're asking a lot, quite frankly. Then you got the V-Star power, lets you draw until you have 8 cards in your hand, which is fine. But honestly here, I would rather just have Arceus V-Star that lets me search for any 2 cards. I'm not a huge fan of this one. But Samurott, I am. I think Samurott is stunning, and Samurott gets the gold card here. Remember we saw this with Arceus in the previous set? It seems like all of the V-Star get rainbow rares, but then one of them gets a gold, and that is Samurott in this particular set. It has been confirmed incidentally that it is only the one. We've seen the cards either side of these. It is just the 1 gold V-Star, but I think they've picked the right one. 2 energy, 110, but if your opponent's active has any damage on it, you deal 220. Dark Patch is back to get the extra energy, that's super easy. And it's not that difficult to get damage counters on. No, this is nuts. 2 energy, basically 1-hit KO any Pokemon V. I'm going to make a speed Hisuian Samurott deck, and I think a bunch of you are as well. The ability lets you put 4 damage counters on one of your Pokemon, which firstly combos beautifully with the first attack, but also, remember you can combo this with Hisuian Typhlosion, put 4 damage counters on with Samurott, and then immediately get a KO with Typhlosion. I don't know if anyone's going to play them both in the same deck, but tell me that does not sound like a fun, dumb combo. Because it definitely does. Moving over into supporter cards then, we do get both the Full Art and Rainbow Rare versions, as we would expect. Now, we've already seen Roxanne. We knew Roxanne was getting a Full Art. That was officially revealed. Roxanne is a fairly devastating supporter, honestly. If your opponent's got 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, you buff shuffle your hand into your deck, you draw 6, your opponent draws 2? Yeah, this is going to win some games, and some people are not going to be happy. Silene is from Legends Arceus. I said we'd probably get a Full Art, and we do, along with a Rainbow Rare. It's pretty well established at this point that the supporter cards get Full Arts, and any that get Full Arts also get Rainbow Rares. This is the one that lets you flip 2 coins, and for each heads, pop a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. It's good for recovery, it's going to see a bunch of play, and I'd love any card that's, showing us part of Legends Arceus. Speaking of which, we've got Kamado coming in with both a Full Art and a Rainbow Rare. Lets you choose 1 card from your hand, discard the rest, and draw 4 cards. So you keep 1 card, discard the rest, draw 4. It's a decent draw card. It's not going to be a staple in every deck, but it is a decent draw card. We then need to get ourselves some gold cards. I've already told you about Hisuian Samurott, but we also get Choice Belt. And make no mistake about it, Choice Belt is going to be something popular. Choice Belt, of course, is not in Battle Region, the main version of the card, just the regular. The regular version was in Brilliant Stars, or Starbirth over in Japan, but it is this redonkulous card that lets you do an extra 30 damage to a Pokemon V, and it can be attached to anyone. It doesn't have to be attached to a non-V. This is a crazy good card, which is going to see an obscene amount of play, and a gold version of it is just going to, well, it's going to be pretty popular, honestly. And then we've got ourselves a stadium. It is Jubileaf City, or Jubilife City, or however it's supposed to be pronounced. And it's a gold version of it. And I am loving this artwork, which is showing us parts of Legends Arceus. It is making me very happy indeed. As for the supporter card, it lets either player during their turn shuffle the hand into their deck and draw 5 cards at the cost of ending their turn. But if you've got a deck that doesn't attack every turn, or if you are just having a bad turn, this is going to be the kind of thing which you are going to be absolutely delighted by. So yeah, this seems pretty cool. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, those are all the secret rares from the set. 26 secret rares, we got 6 character rares and 2 character super rares. I wish we had more. We've still only got 1 of the gold VSTAR, and I think at this stage we've got a bit of a pattern. It seems like all the VSTAR get rainbow rares, but only 1 of them get to gold. I am personally delighted it was Samurott. Not that I'm probably ever going to be able to afford to make a deck with all gold Samurott, but it's still a nice thought, ladies and gentlemen. It's still a nice thought. For now, I want to know what you think about these. I want to know which of these are your favourite. I want to know which are going to be your chase cards for the set. For me, it's Hoot Hoot and Starmie. I've made no bones about that. But I want to know which ones you covet. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWarsy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.